What do you need to know most at this time? Welcome, beautiful soul. This is Dahlia with Spiritual Society, bringing you your pick a card reading for this week. Take a deep breath. Allow your intuition to call out the card or crystal that resonates with you the most, whether 1, 2, or 3. Welcome in card number 1. The card you were drawn to is Miao Shan, the Princess of Mercy. This is an energy of giving and receiving, recognizing the mercy and the compassion of the universe which dwells within you first. So right away, we're going to talk about the overall energy surrounding you at this time. What do you need to know most? And this initial energy is inviting you to release any grudges, release any resentment that you may be holding for anyone in your life, anyone who wronged you or hurt you or made you feel pain in any way. If you hold on to that pain, that grudge, or that resentment, you are essentially harming yourself. So this is an invitation to have compassion on yourself by being merciful in the sense that you don't accept the wrongs that are done to you, but you accept that the only thing you can control and the only thing that truly leads to your peace of mind and your well-being is how you react to situations. So whatever is happening in your life, and we're going to explore that question now, whatever is happening, release resentment by being compassionate and merciful for yourself, knowing that you deserve peace and well-being. So let's take a deeper look at the current situation in your life. What is the primary issue or energy surrounding you at this moment? We have the Eight of Wands. Something is picking up speed, momentum, so you are making progress in some area. Let's take a deeper look. What is speeding up in your life? What is the current energy surrounding you? What is speeding up in your life? What energy is moving? We have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is about being depressed, frustrated, bored, looking at the mundane and the monotonous side of life instead of the color and the magic. These two cards combined show me that Spirit is initiating you to move through the feeling of being frustrated or the feeling of being down on yourself. Like, this is an energy of, oh my gosh, life sucks. I can't catch a break. Why are things always so hard? Now, with this Eight of Wands together with this card, this is showing me that life is giving you the opportunity to progress through that energy, move beyond it by showing yourself compassion and understanding that you can't control situations, you can't control people. Sometimes things change in a way that you were not expecting, but if you can change your perspective, then you can always find the blessing or the silver lining in your experience, no matter how bad or challenging it is. Because the most challenging experiences give you the most clarity, the most strength, and the most resilience. Without certain challenges that you have passed through, you wouldn't know who you are. So looking back, hindsight always gives you the perspective that, wow, even though that situation sucked, look how much better off I am now that I've gotten through that situation. Let me get another card for this question. What is the current energy around you at this time? What is the primary issue here? We have the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. Amazing energy. So why this is so important for you to let go of resentment, to release yourself of any grudges that you may have been holding on to, whether you are consciously aware of that or not, is because those are obstacles to your success. And in this sense, we have the Queen of Wands, which means your success of feeling magnetic, like your aura is just so bright and glowing with your passion, your energy, your life force, your essence. And you are attracting and drawing in people, places, and things according to your passionate nature and your big heart. And this is also like being successful in your business enterprises or whatever hobbies or anything that you want to accomplish. Then you also have the Ten of Pentacles, which is about experiencing security and livelihood and just the manifestation of many wonderful things when it comes to establishing a relationship and creating and building a home, a family, a legacy, and all of the wealth and generosity that comes along with that. Let's take a deeper look now at these challenges and see what obstacles you've been facing recently. What challenges or obstacles are you currently facing? We have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is about needing to protect yourself from negativity. It's about the fact that your light, your peace, your well-being is a treasure that you must honor and protect and shield from anything that would try to take that from you. Because at the end of the day, your peace of mind, your sense of self, is all that you have. And if you allow people or situations to take that away from you through the pain that they cause, then you're left with nothing. So a challenge that you have been facing is protecting yourself from the bombardment of negativity through the betrayal. The unexpected betrayal is what I'm feeling that another caused you. Let's get a couple more cards. What challenges or obstacles are you currently facing? We have the Lovers. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling. I am feeling that almost a tower moment here, that there was an unexpected ending due to most likely a betrayal of some kind. Someone lied to you, cheated, manipulated you in some way, and it caught you off guard. It took you by surprise because you were thinking that this was your happily ever after, that this was your soulmate. And that's what this overall energy is trying to help you move through, is to show mercy and compassion for this individual so that you can free yourself of their betrayal. Remember what I said in the beginning, acceptance does not mean that what they did was okay. It doesn't condone or validate the mistake that they made or the pain that they caused, but it frees you from the grip of what that pain did to you and how it's preventing progress in your life by holding on to it. So that's the challenge or the obstacle that you've been moving through, is trying to regain a sense of optimism and hope and positivity amidst this deep betrayal and this taking from you. It's like you were robbed of something that you thought was true, that you thought was going to be your ever after. And now you have to start fresh. And so there's this reluctance, almost like a tantrum energy of not wanting to completely let it go because of how heavy the wrongdoing feels. Let me get another card to answer this question. What challenges or obstacles are you currently experiencing? You have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands means that you feel burdened, that you feel weighed down by a lot of baggage. And I do feel this is what I was just saying, the reluctance to let the pain go completely, because in a sense, it's the only thing that you have left from this person. And if you completely let that go, you feel like you will be accepting that it was okay. But remember, you have to understand that acceptance doesn't mean that it's okay, but that you free yourself from the baggage that would prevent you from leaning in to the type of committed life partner and future that is available for you. So your higher self does not want you to be robbed of the type of love and commitment that you deeply desire and deserve. And so this is a deeper understanding of what could potentially block the fulfillment and the manifestation of what you desire by holding on to any baggage or any resentment from the betrayal of a former love. So I'm about to ask the question, what past influences are currently impacting your situation? And as I picked up the deck, on the bottom is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is about experiencing heartbreak. So I'm not going to take this card out, but I just wanted to highlight this initial energy as I shuffle and move into this question, that there's definitely a heartbreak that is influencing this need for mercy and forgiveness, mostly for yourself, so that you can heal and therefore open your heart to this passion and love again in the future. So let's ask that question. What past events or influences are impacting your situation? We have the Three of Wands. Now, right away, I'm getting the sense that a marriage or an engagement rather was ended. Like there was perhaps a plan to get married or a conversation about marriage. And if it wasn't that solidified, there were at least talks about the future. So that's what I'm getting. Like the rug was pulled out from underneath you because this person betrayed your expectation of what the future had in store for the two of you. Let's get another card. What past events or influences are currently impacting your situation? We have the Fool and Judgment. Now, the Fool card is about taking a leap of faith. But in this instance, I am getting the situation again like you had to start over completely unexpectedly. You weren't ready or prepared to start a completely new chapter on your own. And that's what's currently influencing you at this time. Now you have the Judgment card. Judgment card is about making choices that serve your highest good, going along a spiritual journey and understanding how, like I expressed earlier, if you can see the silver lining, you will know how every obstacle is really an opportunity for growth, for clarity, for wisdom. So I am seeing here that this relationship ultimately was not in your highest and best interest. But perhaps you would have gone all the way. You would have committed your life to this individual, and sometime down the line, you would have had a spiritual awakening that there's no alignment, that you truly aren't compatible in values. Your values were not in alignment with one another. And that's something that you may not have been able to see in that moment. And so sometimes life, that's why I'm saying tower moment, because tower moments are situations where life forces change upon us through uncomfortable and unexpected changes and endings in our life. And it's most often because we deep down desire something more fulfilling. We desire change or momentum in our life, but humans love to stick with what they know. They love routine. They don't like change because the unknown is uncomfortable and they'd rather stick with what they know. So that's what I'm getting here, is that you were forced into a new beginning because there is something much more fulfilling for you in the terms of romance and a relationship and a family and the security that comes along with that. And you would have ultimately been on the wrong path had this situation not been redirected on your behalf. Okay? Let's take a look at some advice. Okay? What actions or approaches should you consider to navigate your current situation? We have the Empress, and this is perfect. This is my go-to card for advice for Divine Feminine. And this really truly is to honor your inherent worth, to know without a doubt how beautiful you are inside and out, how lovable you are, how worthy you are to be loved, and how nurturing and compassionate and caring your love is for another. When you choose to bestow it upon them, it's life-giving, it's nurturing, it's creative. So remember your inherent value and worth. Don't allow the abuse or the betrayal of anyone to ever make you feel less than. Nothing can ever take away your beauty and your value, except for you, if you don't believe it. But you have to believe it first in order to expect a reciprocity or a mirror and a divine counterpart to show you your value and your worth. So many people are seeking that external validation, and in seeking it, they're pushing it farther and farther away from them because no one else can validate your worth. They can only mirror it back to you, but it has to start within you first. Let's get another card for this question. What actions or approaches should you consider to navigate your current challenges? We have the Four of Wands. I love this. Go have some fun with your friends. The Four of Wands is recognizing how much love you have in your community, in the other platonic relationships. You have so much to celebrate. You have so much support that is available to you. So instead of staying inside, being depressed, wallowing in the pain, take time to celebrate life with those who love you the most. Remember your beauty and your worth, and don't hide it away. Go show it to the world. And this card is also about engagement and marriage. And so if you don't hide your beauty and your worth away from the world, if you go celebrate and enjoy life with the ones that you love, it's a possibility that in that joyful environment, you will meet someone who mirrors your Empress energy. Let's get another card. What actions or approaches should you consider to navigate your current challenge? We have the Five of Wands. Interesting. So you have the Four and the Five of Wands. This just validates what I was saying, is use the energy of others to get you out of your comfort zone. Because the Five of Wands is about using the energy of others to kind of compete with one another, for someone else's energy to pull you forward. So allow others. If you don't have a good friends group, then I recommend finding some community who you can feel inspired and uplifted by, who you can share your story with, and others are going to reciprocate and understand and validate you. But part of the effectiveness of moving through this challenge is seeking the support of like-minded individuals or individuals who really care about you and know how valuable and beautiful you are, and using that energy to fuel your momentum forward and getting out of any depressive funk that you may be in at this time. Let's take a look now at what personal strengths or resources can you draw upon to handle or navigate your current situation. What personal strengths can you draw upon to navigate your situation? So the Three of Swords came out. Remember, I was feeling that energy, and it came out with the Knight of Pentacles. So what personal strength you can draw upon is, with this Nine of Pentacles, time and determination. I'm reminded of the phrase, time heals all wounds. So in the initial moment of heartbreak, it's hard to see how that situation would actually benefit you, how it would make you stronger, give you the clarity that, hey, this probably wasn't in my best interest, but I was so blinded by the chemistry that I really didn't think long term. And so now that I have this time to myself, I can see and plan for something that is in my highest and best interest. I can use this heartbreak and this betrayal as an example of what I don't want, and therefore hold myself in the energy of what I am deserving of, and no longer tolerate that type of situation in the future. So what personal strength you can draw on is your own determination and building up the reserves of patience that one would need in order to manifest a big life goal like a happily ever after. Again, I'm reminded of this phrase, you have to kiss a lot of frogs to get to your prince, but your prince should be worth the effort and the time that it took to have to navigate all those frogs. Okay? Let me get another card here. What personal strength can you draw upon to handle your current situation? We have the World. I love this. So the World is the recognition that your story is not yet finished, that a new chapter is in store for you, that every ending leads to a new beginning. So you can draw upon the understanding that this was just one chapter in one book, that you can start again. You can write a new journey if you so desire. You don't have to give up. You don't have to be burdened down by resentment. You can free yourself by showing yourself compassion and even accepting the pain and the challenge. You can do that. And so by having that resilience and that clarity and that fortitude, that determination to persevere towards the dream that you know you're worthy of, you are, in essence, manifesting it in that moment. It's already done the moment you decide that that's what you want, that's what you're going to get, and you're ready and willing to be patient and go along the journey to the divine timing of the manifestation of the fulfillment of the goal you desire. All right, my beautiful soul. Finally, let's look at the potential outcome if you follow this guidance in this reading. What is the potential outcome in this situation? We have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles means you still have a choice to make, and that even though this reading may be giving you clarity and even a sense of strength, as I suggested earlier, I am still feeling this energy of not wanting to let go of the pain, because it's almost like a badge of honor in the sense that it's all you have left. And holding on to it, in a sense, vindicates the rage that you may feel that you're deserving of. But remember that that anger poisons you. It doesn't poison the other person, and energetically creates a wall and a resistance between you and what you really desire. So the potential outcome here is still a decision-making process of what you are going to prioritize in your focus and your attention. Are you going to put down the pain or not? The choice is yours. Let's get another card. What is the potential outcome in this situation if you follow the advice and guidance here? The Sun. I love it. So the Sun is about the optimism, the carefree innocence of a childlike nature. And it reminds me of the Princess of Mercy, because the reason this is about like childlike wonderment is because of the innocence factor. And if you can remain innocent in life, if you can see big grown adults making stupid mistakes as innocent little babies, because they at one time were this innocent little baby full of potential. And in the eyes of the universe, they still are that innocent little baby full of potential. And so if you can have that change of perspective, even the worst person in the world, you can still have this sense of compassion and mercy for them, even in their atrocities. And when you can live like that, you can have this sun-like energy where you don't allow the darkness and the pain of the world to dim your light and to affect your sense of joy and optimism and expecting the best. And that's how people can manifest good in a world full of bad, because they can expect it. They can hold on to that light in the darkness. So if you decide to let the pain go, if you decide to put down the burden and the baggage that this person left you with, you will be freed to feel that sense of joy and optimism, which is going to expand you into that Queen of Wands, powerhouse, magnetic energy that's going to draw in that Ten of Pentacles, the security and the stability and the harmony in love and family and home. Let's get one more card to answer this question. What is the potential outcome if you follow this guidance in this reading? The Magician. Wow. Wow, this is exactly what I was just saying. By letting the pain go, by seeing it as a teacher, by allowing it to clarify your desires, by choosing to remain innocent, merciful, compassionate, you open yourself to this sense of optimism, childlike magic, which then allows you to manifest what you truly desire, which is this magician energy. Perfectly sums up everything I was just saying. All right, my beautiful soul, we're going to get one final message from your angels. What do you need to know most at this time to move forward in your life? Mercy, compassion, and grace, manifesting your deepest desires in love and relationship. One final message from your angels. What do you need to know most right now? Gratitude. Make gratitude your new attitude. The stars will shine brighter upon you. All in your world will become lighter. So this is an opportunity for you to practice gratitude, which will be an effective way to shift your awareness from what has gone wrong to what is actually working in your life. And it reminds me of this Empress, this Four of Wands, leaning on those who actually love you. And if you don't feel like you have a platonic support system, then build that community, seek like-minded souls that you can feel this sense of camaraderie and support. But essentially, if you shift your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right, it's going to give you more of this sun energy where you feel ready and free to put the pain down because you're not so much focused on everything that is tormenting you, but you're allowing your light to be protected. That's your responsibility, to protect your light. And when you can do that, you have so much power to manifest amazing things in your life. All right, my beautiful soul, I do hope this message served you, gave you some peace and clarity regarding your situation. If you resonate and you want to claim it for yourself, comment a prayer hand emoji and like this video now. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading for yourself, the link is available in the description box below to book that now. And until the next time I get to read for you, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Welcome in card number 2. The card that you were drawn to is the Cosmic Egg, the Divine Feminine. This card is all about the fact that you hold the expansion of your universe within you. Now, by being drawn to this card, right away I'm getting the sense that you are trying to manifest something in your life, that you have a new creative idea, a project, a relationship, a move, something that you want to happen for yourself that you've been working towards. But there is an energy here of maybe trying to force or control events by trying to push consciously to make something happen. And that's the masculine way of operating. And that doesn't say that once you have an idea or a spark that you're not going to take any action. But this card is inviting you to trust that it's already done and that in divine timing, all of the steps that you need to take will reveal themselves to you. So let's take a deeper look at what this current energy is that is surrounding you right now. We have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands can be about marriage, engagement, celebration, reunion, partying with those that we love. Now, the Four of Wands could indicate that you are trying to manifest marriage. Perhaps that you've been waiting for your particular person to pop the question. And so maybe through the law of attraction and visualization, you're trying to meditate your way into receiving this proposal or being able to plan your big day. Let's take a deeper look at this question. What's currently influencing you at this time? What is the primary energy surrounding you right now? We have the Three of Swords. Interesting. Now, the Three of Swords shows me that most likely what's influencing your desire for commitment or marriage at this time is the heartbreak that you've experienced in the past. And that could be why there is a need for trust and not to push consciously. Because when you are trying to manifest something, if you operate from a place of, I want this because I'm lonely, I want this because I'm sad, I want this because I've never had it, I want this because I feel like I'm lost without my other half, it's not going to work. Because the law of attraction manifests the energy that you're currently in now. So if right now you're in an energy of heartbreak or pain, or even if you have a wall or a guard around your heart where you say you want commitment, but you might be afraid to completely open your heart and let love in, then you really aren't on the frequency that you desire. You are on the opposite frequency. So in order for you to manifest what it is that you desire in love, you're going to have to surrender the pain of the past. You're going to have to release resentment, release fear of abandonment, release any grudge or anything that would prevent you from fully and completely and honestly opening your heart. Because any of that pain from the past, if it's not rectified, if it's not honestly looked at, addressed, healed, it's going to be carried forward, and you can only manifest from that place of victimization and wounding. Life is simply a mirror of what it is that you are thinking and feeling on a consistent basis. So if you want to manifest a marriage ceremony, you have to let go of any pain or resentment or fear of heartbreak. Let me get another card. What is the current energy surrounding you at the time? We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. This is beautiful. So number one, the Hierophant can also indicate marriage because it's about traditions and cultural institutions. But it's also about spiritual mentorship and seeking the highest light in situations and people, looking for something more essential to hold on to. Now we also have the Ace of Pentacles, which is about planting the seed for what it is that you want to manifest. Reminds me of this cosmic egg, even in the color as well. So we have a seed here being planted within your womb or your subconscious mind, the seed of what it is that you desire from a higher frequency, a higher perspective, not based upon the pain or the fear, based upon a spiritual awareness that what it is that you sow, you will reap. So if you sow the expectation of a devoted, committed, harmonious life partner from a place of trust and passion and openness, rather than fear or resentment, then that is what you're going to receive. But you have to recognize which seed you're planting. Is it a seed of faith or a seed of fear? Yes, that is ultimately the message here. Are you planting a seed of faith in your womb or your subconscious mind, or are you planting a seed of fear in your subconscious mind? Be very conscious of which one it is, because that is exactly what you will manifest. Let's take a deeper look at the challenges or obstacles you might be currently experiencing to manifesting this marriage or this commitment that you deeply desire. What challenges or obstacles are you currently experiencing? Wow, we have the Six of Cups. What a perfect card. The Six of Cups is about the past and the memories that you are holding on to, being nostalgic and romanticizing previous events in our history. So because this is an obstacle, there is a memory of a relationship that you previously had that is an obstacle to you manifesting the marriage or the commitment that you desire. So what is it about this previous relationship that you may be still holding on to, whether it's the painful memories or even the desire to reunite? Because perhaps that nostalgia for a person from your past and what you think is going to be your happily ever after is actually a barrier to you manifesting someone even greater. So that's a question to ask yourself. What memories am I holding on to from a relationship from the past, whether painful memories or happy memories? And how might that be hindering the incoming, the welcoming of my true soulmate or the person that I'm meant to be with at this time? Let's ask this question again. What challenges or obstacles are you currently facing? Wow, oh my gosh, the devil. So this reminds me of what I was just saying about romanticizing a previous relationship that wasn't in your highest and best interest. So it's almost like this other individual was a mirage or an illusion of what you desired, but not the actual desire itself. Which reminds me again of manifesting from a place of fear versus faith. If you enter in any relationship because you're lonely or because you want someone to validate you, if you enter in a relationship from any place other than self-empowerment and recognizing and honoring your inherent beauty and your inherent worth, anything other than that is going to manifest this devil energy, which is basically just a mirror of your own wounds. So there is a person in your life, currently or previously, that is operating from this devil energy, which is keeping you addicted and operating from coping mechanisms or from unhealthy and toxic tendencies. And this individual, by holding on to the idea of them, is actually preventing you from manifesting and experiencing true love, true commitment, true devotion. Let me get another card for this question. What challenges or obstacles are you currently facing at this time? We have the moon. So this moon card is the energy that I feel you may be in, which is a murky energy of not seeing clearly because there's still more information that needs to be gathered. This is an energy of things being hidden from you. And that's what I'm getting the sense with this devil energy. Like this person, whether they're in your life now or they're a memory from the past, this person is presenting the image of what you want, but is not in actuality the manifestation, because they're hiding their real intentions or who they really are. I'm getting this sense of love bombing where initially they give you all the affection and attention and present this image of themselves that you can't help but falling for. But very quickly after they receive your devotion, then all of that starts to trickle away, and then you're starting to see more of who they really are. So that's what I'm getting the sense, is that you may not have seen the truth of who this individual is because of the image that they were presenting to you. And therefore, that may be why at times you have very fond memories about this individual, but what they were presenting to you wasn't the truth. And so a challenge you may be having at this time is navigating an illusion and what that means for you and your ability to have discernment and trust your intuition. So let's take a deeper look now at the past influences that are currently impacting your situation. What past events have influenced your current situation? We have the Emperor and the King of Wands. Wow. Very interesting energy. So this reminds me again of the devil presenting this image of being your everything. These two cards are divine masculine energy, an energy of leadership, of having a vision, goals and dreams, and communicating that with your partner and creating the plans for that vision and taking your partner with you. And so I'm getting the sense that you were duped by someone who made you feel like they were your divine masculine, like they were someone you could trust to lead you in life. I'm also getting the sense that for some of you, this is related to a father energy. that you either had a father figure that you deeply admired and you are seeking for that type of masculine energy in a partnership, or you lacked it, and likewise you're seeking for it in an external partner as well. Okay, so there could be some father issues here, and also an energy of divine masculine taking advantage of your desire for this type of divine masculine counterpart. Let me get another card here. What past events are currently influencing your situation at this time? We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, let me get a clarifying card. What is this Eight of Pentacles related to? The Six of Wands in reverse. Now, this card is about being seen as a leader, recognized for your value. Because it's in reverse, I feel like that's something that you may have lacked, feeling validated for your worth. And that could be this energy that you're seeking in a masculine, is to validate you or to recognize you or to see you. And maybe that's why you perhaps attract love bombing energy, where someone portrays this energy of validating your worth and giving you all the time, energy and affection, and then withdrawing that. So that could be an energy related to your father. Some of you did have a positive father experience, but some of you were looking for validation from a divine masculine leader in your life and you didn't receive it, or it was conditional. So with the Eight of Pentacles together with this card, this is something that you've needed to work through in your life, and sometimes you're stronger at it than others. But there is this energy of here of needing to work through seeking external validation in a masculine. And that's what is conditioning your experience of relationships at this time. Just a reminder, beautiful soul, that this is a general group reading, so you don't have to accept all of the information that I'm sharing here. If something doesn't resonate, you can leave that for someone else, or if the entire reading is completely off, you can always choose another card. Let's take a look now at what actions or advice you should consider to navigate your current challenges. We have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is about being restricted or limited by your own mind, your own thoughts, your own fears. You can see in the symbolism of this card, there's a woman here who is not bound, but in the mirror, she is. And so this is a reminder that your external circumstances are a reflection of your own mind, your own thoughts, feelings, and consciousness. And so if externally you are feeling restricted or limited, if things on the outside, people, places, or things are not working out and you're always wondering, what's going on? Why does life feel so challenging? Then it's an opportunity to take a look at your own thoughts and feelings. What do you truly believe deep down about whatever it is that you're trying to manifest? What fears are there? If you don't honestly take a look at what fears you have, you will by default be manifesting them, because you're planting the seed of faith or seed of fear versus faith, like I expressed earlier. So advice or actions that you could take at this time to navigate these challenges are to look honestly at what fears that you have regarding manifesting a committed life partner, and be willing to accept them, that you have them, and to reprogram yourself through meditation, through affirmation, through EFT tapping. Essentially, you must be willing every single day to look honestly at your own beliefs and see how they might be contributing to the challenges that you have. Let's take another look at this question. What actions or advice can you implement to navigate your current challenge? We have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is about soulmate energy. It's about the fact that there is a devoted love out there for you. And so because this is below this devil, I'm getting the sense that you need to guard yourself against illusions of a soulmate versus your actual soulmate. You may have the tendency to be swept off your feet by narcissists or by abusers or by really toxic masculine energy, instead of being open to true love, devotion, and commitment. And if that is the case, you might be mirroring a toxic masculine from your past. Perhaps the father figure that I suggested, where the love was conditional, or you felt you had to prove yourself to be seen or validated for your worthiness. And so maybe now, as an adult, you might be naturally gravitated towards relationships that feel conditional, like you have to prove yourself or that you have to reach for their love. Let me take a deeper look at this question. What actions or advice can you take at this time to navigate your current challenges? We have the Tower. The Tower card is about unexpected change in our lives, and sometimes the universe taking things away from us because they're not in our highest and best interest. So again, I'm reminded of taking responsibility for the type of partners you attract by honestly looking at any fears or limiting beliefs you may have about partnership and see where it comes from. If it does come from a father in your life or a need for that type of relationship of being validated, loved, supported, nurtured unconditionally versus conditionally. And if you have that within you, be willing for life to remove it from you. Be willing to feel the pain of heartbreak if it's an illusion or a mirage being removed from your life. That is a blessing. So this energy here is really about taking personal accountability and responsibility for who you allow as a partner in your life. Now, beautiful soul, let's take a look at what personal strengths you can draw upon in order to navigate this current situation. What personal strengths can you draw upon to best navigate this situation? We have the Two of Swords. So this card in imagery reminds me of this Eight of Swords, of being tied up, being blinded. But the Two of Swords is essentially about navigating the unknown. And you may not know which path to take, but you can lean into the little voice of your soul, which guides you one step at a time. This reminds me here of needing to take personal responsibility for not allowing this devil archetype in your life through being open to serious, devoted, committed love, not love bombing, gaslighting, or narcissist tendencies. But the Two of Swords, if you're used to that energy, the concept of what I'm saying might be completely foreign to you, and you're like, well, that's great, but how do I do that? I have no idea. And so this card is saying that your intuition is a personal strength that you can tap into and develop, that you don't have to have it all figured out. That yes, the unknown can be frightening because you don't know what's next, but you can trust. You can trust that you are creating it from within you. And so that if you lean into creating from faith versus fear, then your intuition is going to guide you step by step in the right direction. Let's get another card. What personal strength can you draw upon to navigate your current situation? We have the Judgment card. This is beautiful energy. It's about making choices that serve your highest good and understanding that you are on a higher timeline. You are on a journey to meet your spirit, your higher self, to not operate from victim energy or from low vibration, but to take personal accountability for how your thoughts and beliefs, whether they were programmed in you from small child or whether they were picked up along the way, you take accountability for what you are creating in your life. And you do it from a place of spiritual awareness, knowing that you are an infinite being tapped in to everything, and that all experiences, no matter how painful or challenging, ultimately are in your highest and best interest. So what personal strength you can tap into to navigate this is your spirituality, is your infinite identity. Understanding that this situation is only refining you, making you better, making you stronger, making you wiser and more resilient. And that spiritual strength is what you can tap into in times where you're blinded by the unknown and you might be afraid to take the next step or not know which next step to take. Let's get another card. What personal strengths can you draw upon at this time to navigate your challenges? We have the King of Pentacles. This is the energy of the true divine masculine that you needed from the time that you were small, whether you actually got that experience or not. The King of Pentacles, more so than the King of Wands, because both energies are great, but the King of Wands is like this fiery, passionate energy that I feel tends to burn out quickly because it's not true. It's a mirage. But the King of Pentacles is steady, consistent, devoted, nurturing, is a lover, a leader, a father, a husband, a provider, a protector, all the things. Very grounded and stable and down to earth. So this is the energy I feel to focus upon, is not so much passion or chemistry or that bombardment of affection, but someone who's slow and steady and consistent. There's this energy of needing to distinguish between the devil and the King of Pentacles with this Two of Cups, to not fall victim for the illusion of the King of Pentacles, but to truly hold space for the manifestation of your true King of Pentacles, which is going to happen through this period and process of self-discovery and making choices that serve your highest good. All right, my beautiful soul, let's take a look at the potential outcome you might experience through following the guidance of this reading. What potential outcome might you experience? We have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about the seed that you've planted in your womb manifesting slowly over time. This is an energy of being grateful for what's growing in your life. And so even before the manifestation, there's the gratitude, the trust that the process is happening. So just like a farmer plants a seed, they don't dig up the seed. They don't keep looking in the soil to see if it's growing roots, because they know that that lack of faith is disturbing the process. But they trust in the process of nature. So once they plant the seed, they water it, They nurture it. They wait for the time when the fruit is going to show itself, where they can actually enjoy the fruits of their labor. So the potential outcome you have here is seeing the growth of what it is that you've planted when you planted a seed of faith versus fear, from a place of deep awareness of what you were thinking, what you were feeling, and what you were believing, and how, if it's coming from a place of fear, that's what you were planting and that's what you were reaping. But the outcome here is the growth of your true desire from a place of spiritual awareness and deep emotional fulfillment. Let's get another card. What is the potential outcome? We have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, again, is this renewal of your idea of what you want and what's possible from a place of true passion, true fire, true essence. So the potential outcome here is a reinvigoration of your passion through the clarity of what it is you truly desire, planting that seed and watching it grow with faith and with optimism. Let's get another card. What is the potential outcome of your situation if you follow the guidance of this reading? We have the Hermit. Beautiful, because this is the energy that I do feel is going to be really helpful for you. As I suggested, this is an energy of tapping into self-awareness and taking personal responsibility for your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, and how you are attracting the devil versus the King of Pentacles. So the Hermit is about taking time for yourself, being in solitude. So if you are in partnership with this devil energy at this time, do your best to take space for yourself, to have moments of clarity. But overall, this energy is of taking the time to honor your truth, to figure out what that is so that you can shine your authentic light in the world. So right now is an opportunity for you to discover more about yourself through understanding your fears, your triggers, your limiting beliefs, not from a place of victimization, but from a place of self-awareness, spiritual awakening, knowing that when you confront those deeper, darker aspects of yourself, you can be reborn. You can have a renewed sense of clarity. You can grow something new in your life. This is not the end for you. So the potential outcome here is a period of renewal and self-discovery by finding and honoring your own light within yourself, which is going to lead to the manifestation of what is truly fulfilling for you and not an illusion. All right, my beautiful soul, let's get one final message from your angels. What do you need to know most at this time? One final message from your angels. We have love. The heart of love is the heart of creation. All is possible through love. All is worthwhile for love. May all you think and feel reflect love's eternal truth. This reminds me of this initial card because it says, I am the force of an ever-expanding love. So you are the force of this love within yourself. If you didn't see it, if it wasn't mirrored to you as a child, or if you experienced so much heartbreak and pain along the course of your life that you forgot that love is you, that all partnerships are only mirrors of the love that is found within you, this is an opportunity to get back to that truth. And once you know and feel the eternal truth of the love within you that you are, then that is what you create from a place of trust and faith versus fear. There's nothing to fear when you are love itself. How could love be taken from you? How could love be denied you? You are love itself. All right, my beautiful soul, I do hope this message served you and gave you a sense of peace and clarity regarding the situation at this time. If you resonate and you want to claim it for yourself, comment a heart on fire emoji and like this video now. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button as we release new readings every week that you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading for yourself, the link is available in the description box below to book that now. And until then, I'm sending you so much peace and love. Welcome in card number 3. The card that you are drawn to is Mary Magdalene. And this energy represents the fact that you are inherently divine, even as a mortal human being. You are the bridge between heaven and earth. We're going to take a look now at what is the current energy surrounding your situation and what do you need to know most about moving through this time with grace. What is the primary energy surrounding you at this time? Beautiful start. We have the Sun, the Magician, and the Five of Wands. This is amazing. That's why you are drawn to this Mary Magdalene energy, because you are tapping into your inherent divinity, recognizing yourself as a spiritual being here on earth, realizing that you have the power to bend reality to your will in co-creation with the universe. So the Sun card represents that you are being inspired by the spark of light to feel optimistic, carefree, jovial, and expectant of the best in your life, recognizing that you are working with the divine, the light of your being, realizing your ability to manifest, your ability to co-create using the laws of attraction. The Magician means that you are starting to really understand how your thoughts and feelings and belief systems dictate the circumstances of your reality. You are even using opportunities to connect with other like-minded and like-hearted souls that are also aware of these laws through forums like this reading, through online forums and social media where you're able to interact with others just like you. And you're using this competitive spirit to uplift one another because you see what's possible for others who have manifested, because they recognize their divinity and their ability to co-create with life. And you want that for yourself. So you're using that fuel as inspiration to motivate you to be able to tap into your divine power within. Let's take a look now at any potential challenges or obstacles that might be currently influencing you at this time. We have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about resting from heartbreak, taking the time to heal through introspection and self-care, self-awareness. So it's possible through heartbreak or hardship that you have become tired with living the way you used to because it wasn't getting you the type of success or fulfillment in love or in life that you deeply desired. And so inherently, you know there must be a better way. There must be a way that is not so challenging, that is more of the soft life, where you can exist in alignment with spirit and therefore live a life of well-being. Let's get another card. What current challenge or obstacle might you be experiencing at this time? We have the Eight of Wands. This is about speed and momentum and things picking up quickly, progress happening in your life. Let's see around what specific area. What is speeding up in your life surrounding challenges? Wow, we have the King of Wands and the Judgment card. So right away, I'm seeing a spiritual awakening is what the challenge is here. And we're talking dark night of the soul, but I feel like you are on the other side of what they call a tower moment, where you've already had the breaking down process. And what's happening now is the speeding up of spiritual awareness, which is leading to this alignment with spirit. Now we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is about being a leader, being wise and inspirational. So it's possible that you've actually had a challenge with being seen or stepping up into your authentic light, or even considering yourself to be a leader or an inspiration. And it's possible through your spiritual awakening journey that you will have the opportunity to lead others in the same way that others have led you and motivated you by the clarity of their example of what's possible when you tap into spirit. So even though it may have been challenging in the past to be recognized for your light, maybe you felt like a black sheep, at some point, once you do that inner work, you naturally become a light that shines as an example for others to follow. And so whether or not you felt called to that role, it is something that is available for you to step into. And through accepting the challenge, you will become more of your authentic self. You will step into your role and soul purpose on this earth, which leads me back to this Mary Magdalene card, because it says the apostle to the apostles. So the teacher of the other leaders. So let's take a look now at what past events may have influenced your current situation. What may have happened in the past? We have the Emperor. This is interesting. Let me clarify. What is this Emperor about the past related to? Wow, the Queen of Pentacles. So what has influenced you in the past? I am getting the sense that you were deeply inspired by a man to be your highest and best self. Let me get another card for clarity. What past influences may have shaped your current experience? We have the Justice card. So the Justice card is about karma, taking personal accountability and responsibility for the thoughts and feelings that are creating and shaping your experiences. So in alignment with this energy, it is possible that a masculine energy in your life taught you about karma or taught you about taking personal accountability. For some of you, this is a divorce that taught you how to stand in your power, that led to this need for rest and healing and introspection, that led to a deeper spiritual awakening picking up in your life, that led to a renewed sense of hope and optimism and taking personal accountability for what you are creating. That message is for some of you, but also there are those of you that occurred on a more positive level, that it could have been a romantic or even a platonic divine masculine counterpart, such as a best friend or a soulmate. Some of you, I'm sensing, lost this person that they passed on and perhaps are now assisting you from the spirit realm. So take what resonates with you specifically, because this is a general group reading and I'm getting different energies here according to groups of people and what you are all experiencing at this time. So only take the specific aspect which resonates with you. But in the end, somehow, whether positively or negatively, a masculine influenced your ability to step into your own power and take personal accountability for what you are creating in your life, which has now led to this sense of self-empowerment and a renewed a renewed sense of what's possible in terms of your spiritual capacity and what effect that has in terms of manifestation. Let's take a look now at what advice or actions you can implement in order to navigate your current experience. We have the 10 of Wands. This is about being burdened down by responsibility. Let's see exactly what you need to take responsibility for. What actions or advice can you implement to navigate your current situation? What should you take responsibility for at this time? Wow, we have the 6 of Swords. Take responsibility for your transition from a period of pain and hardship to a more fulfilling and brighter opportunity for yourself. Take responsibility for moving on from the pain of the past, knowing that it is going to lead you to something much more rewarding if you're willing to take that journey, which you are. I sense that this information is already validating what you are doing, which is resting and healing and finding a sense of clarity and motivation for what you want to create based on your deep sense of self-worth and spiritual awareness. Let's get another card. What actions or advice can you implement at this time? Yes, continue to tap into your strength and your resilience. Continue to look fear in the face and tame it, knowing that so much of our darkness really is our light that is waiting to be seen, felt, acknowledged, healed, and utilized as fuel. So yes, this is simply validation for the hard work that you're doing already at this time. Just keep it up. Keep tapping into your inner resilience. Keep using heartbreak and pain and challenge as fuel and motivation to take personal responsibility for the trajectory of your life and what you're manifesting. All right, let's take a deeper look at what personal strengths you can continue to tap into at this time. What personal strengths will help you handle your situation at this time? Beautiful. Your excitement, your passion, your self-exploration and sense of discovery about what lights you up, and using that energy again as fuel to motivate you to manifest according to your passion. Not living life the way most people do, without clarity, without passion, just getting up, doing the drudgery work every day, things that they don't like, that don't fulfill them, just the same old routine. No, that's not the life for you. You are finding this sense of deep personal fulfillment, joy, and satisfaction, and letting that light your path forward. Let's get another card. What personal strengths can you call upon at this time to help you navigate your current situation? Beautiful. We have the King of Pentacles right underneath the Queen of Pentacles. So this is tapping into your own stability and your own security. Because the way you manifest financial well-being, for example, is by feeling secure and stable within yourself. And the way you do that is by tapping into your inherent divinity. Because by recognizing your oneness with life, by recognizing that you are one with the creator of all existence, you inherently feel secure to thrive, not just to get by, because you're one with the infinite. And you can see nature as an example of abundance and thriving. So a personal strength you can tap into is your inner security and sense of well-being, knowing that you are your own provider, by knowing that the creator is your provider, and therefore with the Magician energy, you co-create more abundance, more well-being, more thriving in any area that is valuable to you. So tapping into your excitement, tapping into your inner security is what you can do at this time. Let's get another card. What personal strength can you tap into right now to move through your life experience? We have the Five of Swords, wow, and the Seven of Swords. This is interesting energy. So this makes me feel like you have a good radar for conflict and deception. To continue to pay attention to red flags in any scenario. Because once you shine brightly, you also attract negativity or people who want to dim your light or bring you down. Sometimes you experience tests or challenges, like conflict coming into your life to try and throw you off balance. And those are the times that you need to root deeper into your spiritual self. Knowing that all conflict, if you can stay in tune with your infinite self, will serve to actually make you stronger and more resilient. So this is really interesting energy, and I'm just getting the sense that as you continue to shine brighter and be a positive example, be aware of negativity or conflict that may come to try and challenge or destabilize or test your clarity, test your spiritual groundedness. And use those experiences and those challenges as opportunities to grow stronger in your faith. All right, beautiful soul. Lastly, let's take a look at the potential outcome of your current situation if you implement and utilize the information you've gleaned here. What is the potential outcome of your current situation? Beautiful. We have the Three of Cups, which is the opposite energy of what I was just sharing, because also as you shine your light and you live more according to your spiritual nature and your authentic truth, you begin to attract kismet spirits or like-hearted, like-minded souls, your soul tribe. So the outcome of you continuing to shine your authentic light, you may attract some darkness to try and throw you off, but you will also attract your true tribe. So this is a moment to celebrate being more authentic and finding more souls who are in true alignment with your path. Let's get another card. What is the potential outcome of your situation? Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. We have the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So again, this is about you shining your authentic light, being magnetic, your aura being lit up on fire, passionate with life, being true to yourself, attracting people, places, and things that are in your highest and best good, like your soul tribe, but also the Ten of Pentacles, which reminds me of that King of Pentacles, because as you root into your inner security and your inner provision and abundance, you naturally attract a lifestyle, a family, a home, all the beautiful things that come along with manifesting the best for yourself and your relationship and your home and your legacy. So this is such a beautiful way to end this reading, that the potential outcome for you is more harmony and more security in your relationships, whether that's romantic or platonic, from you shining and being your authentic light and truth. All right, beautiful soul, let's get one final message from your angels. What do you need to know most at this time? Positive outcome. Oh my gosh, look at this card. So perfect, so divine. It says the sun is about to burst through the clouds and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. So this is amazing. This just completely validates and confirms everything that, because of the challenge of your previous experience, that motivated you and fueled you to have this spiritual awareness, to rest, introspect, and heal into the true nature of who you are, so that you can shine your authentic light, which will lead to a positive outcome in the areas of life that are most important to you. What a beautiful reading. If you resonate and you want to claim this message for yourself, comment a sun emoji and like this video now. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, as we release new readings every week you don't want to miss. And in the event you would like a deeper personal reading for yourself, the link is available in the description box below to book that now. Until the next time I get to read for you, I'm sending you so much peace and love.